ready for a new and adventurous hair, and I'm very sure that Theo is going to help you with that.
Yeah, and the last time you were here was February.
Yes.
And you had a total makeover. So when you look at your name, Rifka,
yeah.
then you can see also the last video we made. That was also a large change.
Big change,
Yeah.
yes, for sure. Yeah.
Will you turn so they can see your current hairstyle?
Or what's left of it.
No, yeah, it's still a beautiful hairstyle. Still a nice bob. Thank you very much.
Oh nee, dat kan natuurlijk niet.
No.
Nee.
Hello friends on YouTube. Rifka's back. They have a total new hairstyle. And new color. It starts always with putting on the protection. Gonna do this cut with a hot razor because it's the best for her hair. And for those who think razors are terrible, they are, but not hot razor, because the hot razor is a hot tool. It's 190 degrees Celsius and it seals the hair, so you don't have split ends for more than 4 months. So there's nothing wrong about that. And no scissors to compare it with. Started wetting the hair. Now she showed me some photos of what she would like. So we made a decision on that. I did. She had two. One is longer and one is shorter. I go for the shorter version because it's still summer in the Netherlands. Now today not, but yesterday it was. So I'm gonna work on an asymmetrical PIXIE. Gonna make use of the beautiful skull she has, with that you see while I'm cutting, because she gets a lot of volume by this. Now with my Olivia garden brush, I will comb the hairs so they never damage the hairs.
Feels nice.
Yeah. Also, when you have not the thickest hair, it massages your skin. Now what I told you, I have beautiful roundings on the scalp. When I take off hair here, you have a lot of space from the skull to the neckline. So you have a lot of volume. So that I'm going to make use of. Parting my first line, part it a bit in an asymmetrical line. It's the opposite line of the chin line, so I copy this line in the opposite lines, and that's the same line as the eyebrow line. And in the neckline I stay just above the skull bone. She breathes in very heavy.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
I'm so excited and I just can't hide it. Watch at the lines. Now watch with me. When I start to cut, I have to watch at the lines of the neckline, because when you go for a short cut and it's too short, this goes high up, so I don't want this. So I need some length to cover this. So I'm gonna work on that. Near to the victim.
Well, that's promising.
Even kijken, ga ik dat zo filmen? Kan ik zo filmen. Watch from the back, through the hairs, go in. I want to leave some hair also on the ears, so it's not a total ultra short PIXIE hairstyle. But it will be short. Take the hairs up, lay them to the front, go in, and gently go down. Take the hairs up again, get into the roundings of the skull, and shape the hairs into the natural lines. Een snoertje weghalen van de poot, dan is ook zo'n tikkend hondje. When you hear us talking in between, we are Dutch, so we talk the Dutch language. And for those who don't know where the Dutch is, it's the Netherlands, it's near to Belgium and Germany. So work till I get on the half of the head. And don't force anything. You don't need to force, because this tool is hot, what I told you. So it travels very lightly through the hairs. It gives no damage. Then I come on the half of the head. There I go in from the other side, so take up a line. First up here, a bit more aside. A bit hard to do because it's just shorter. take the hairs to the side, go in the opposite lines, lift them up and gently go down. And when this is done, I go to the part behind the ear. Turn it some more so you can see this. Watch at the length I want on the front because I want to get the asymmetrical line, but it don't need to be asymmetrical in the neckline. It can be almost the same line. And just gently lay the hairs in the line of falling. Correct the length. So now you see the underline doesn't bother the lines on top of it. Don't push them away. There's still enough hair to get them in control. So this is my first baseline. Go back to the first line I just did. Go to the front. Go to my first line into the facial lines. Watch at the natural lines. Told you I want to leave a little bit hair on the ears. So I do this. And set out just a baseline. Get the hairs behind the ear. Pull them on the line of cutting. Zit geen elastiekje tussen.
Jammer hè?
Yeah. Correct the baseline a bit. It don't have to be a strong line. Take a new line on it. Watch at the fall of the natural shapes. So you see a parting on top. Use this. Lay the hairs on this line. Go to the front. Bend my hairs a bit. Lay them into a rounding, so give them a swing to the back. I have a little bit of struggle with my wire because the standard of the camera is in the way and my wire is a little bit too short. So otherwise you get ticking and I don't like ticking on the video. It's the only thing that's troubling when you have hot tools. You have a wire. Cannot deliver without wire. Take the hairs up. Lay them on the line. Watch again at the natural lines. Stay above the line on the ear. And now go gently down. Go into the back again. Twist my hair. Bend it to the front. Go in. And lay it in the natural roundings. And don't force anything. Just let the knife do the work. Getting a new line on it. So there's some more, so you can see also the back. I'm just on the half of the head. Lay the hairs over the natural roundings. Know that it's not an asymmetrical line on the back. Start at the front. Adjust the length. And then I have two guidelines. One at the front and one to the back. So I can just gently go to the lines on the back. And now I'm going to twist the hairs over. So I take from the top of the skull on the center, the hairs over on the shoulder line I just created. This gives more length in the opposite lines, so that's why. Lay them over, go on the line of cutting. And I told you, there's almost on the back nothing to see of the asymmetrical line, it's just the front. So when I come to the center line, just behind the ear, I'm gonna take this a little bit higher up, because then I get full in the natural lines, and otherwise it sticks out. So lay the hairs like that, go in, and take them on the line of cutting. In the meantime, just adjust. What you see, the natural shapes are coming in, so you can adjust, so you can work while you're working, adjusting the lines. Coming to the longer part. A line, in the line of the chin line, set upper hair side. Now knowing that the front is laying around here, I take a little bit more. So I have to adjust it a bit on the front, so I get a little bit higher, but then I take a little bit more length. Going from the back, starting beneath, and adjusting the length on the line I just set out. Creating the beautiful roundings of a beautiful skull, and shape the hairs around it. Go in the opposite lines. Cross control. Hardly have to do anything. Take a new parting. Again in the chin line lines. Take the hairs to the back. Lay them into the line of the skull line. Gently go to the front. And just let the knife do the work again. Go to the front again, in the opposite lines. Take the hairs up, go in the eyebrow line, starting in the front, and gently take off. Only that is what's necessary. Coming to the last part, take the hairs up, lay them on the line of cutting. And the nice thing, all the dry hairs are also gone, because there was a slight blonde into a color, and that was a bit damaged, but because we made a bob, it didn't came out, but now it's gone. So she has wonderful hair again. Strong and fibrous. Watch if there's nothing hiding behind the ears. More you see small hairs that don't want to get off. So now I have an asymmetrical line, just softly and beautiful. Wet the top. Take the hairs over to the other side. And I mostly do this because there's only a small part of hairs that stick out. So when she would go swimming or doing something in the sauna or whatever, this small amount of hairs is always laying in the way. When it comes in the opposite lines, it's laying in the way. So those few hairs I take off. Then I go to the fringe, stand in front of her, watch the beautiful skin lines, and the chin is very important in this line. Take off only an ultra small part, so I have sealed the hairs again. Especially in the face, it's very nice to have soft ends on the hair. To be sure I did all the hairs, I go to the top, lift the hairs up in the angle of cutting. Angle, in this case about 1 o'clock. And then I do my hairdresser's dance, so I travel slowly but steady in the natural roundings. Take every time apart like you would do on the clock, and you circle around. So I'm certain that I did all the hairs and they are all sealed. And then I'm going to make her a collar. Now this is a hairstyle that needs a strong collar. So I'm gonna make her a nice brownish collar. You see me traveling in opposite lines. Mostly do this because there's always hairs that slip out. Now this is my new cut for her. When it's done, it's wonderful. So I'm gonna make her a collar. Okay, putting on the protection coloring. What I told you, made her brownish color, bit warm into the color. It's a skin color, and put a photo of the colors into the video right now. The 4-0 I use afterwards only in the underlines to create more depth into the color. That I do mostly with the rest over in the ball. Lines are paraben free and they are vegan, so you don't damage the hairs. Work with 20 volume, that's 6% for those who work with %. And there's no smell coming off of the products. And so I apply all the color on her hair. Now I left a part of the line out, a little bit above the ear on the short side, but from ear to ear in the underlines. Now in the rest over of the ball I take 4-0 and just from the tube into the ball. Mix this so it gives a stronger color. Don't need extra developer. And this apply in the underlines. And then when this under hairs, I comb them into the line above. So now the color is on her hair. Now I comb it gently into the line so I don't have a hard line and just a soft overflow of colors. Then I close my plastic foil. We're gonna wait for 25 minutes. Don't need extra heat because it's warm in the studio. And then rinse it out, and into the color is also a step 1 of the glid line. Show also a photo of that in the video. Can already the warm colors see developing. So don't go away. We certainly not going away. We are back in less than a second. Okay, back from coloring. After 25 minutes, rinse it out. Put in step 2 in the conditioner line. Put in a 10. That's also conditioner of glint. You just 10 seconds pull it through the hairs. It's a watery conditioner, but the most wonderful conditioner. Now I want some volume because she has fine hair, but enough. So I give her some volume products. And I take off Lanza, the roots effect. Apply it deep under into the hairs. And then spread them. Like all Lanza products, they smell really nice. Then I get back to my Olivia garden brush. Brush the product through the hairs. And now I'm gonna blow dry the hairs with a medium large round brush, starting in the front. zwart, ja, lijkt een zak van wat, hè, van dat spullen.
Ja, het voelt heel fijn.
So far blow drying. Klinkt goed, hè? On Rifka's hair, I'm gonna use a combination of products, one of glint and one of Goldwell. This is a spider, but I don't like spider products because they are sticking into the hairs. So I take a small amount of that, and then I'll take a little bit crystal turn on it. Normally the crystal turn would be a bit too greasy, but when you put them together, you get a really nice, funky product to work with. So you can get all the movements of the hairs out of the structure you just created. And it really smells nice. In the heat of the moment. The thrill seeker. Now to hold the hairs, I take a soft hairspray of Lance. I don't need much, just to cool the hair down. And this is the new hairstyle and color of Rifka. Thank you for being my model, thank you for watching. She will turn around to show the end herself, and we see each other next video. Lekker kapsel. Mooi.
Yes.
And you had a total makeover, so when you look at your name, Rifka,
Yeah.
then you can see also the last video made. That was also a large change.
Big change.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure. Yeah.
Will you turn so they can see your current hairstyle?
Or what's left of it.
No, yeah, it's still a beautiful hairstyle. Still a nice bob. Thank you very much.